All right, so I've never really done anything like this before, but I wanted to make a video and just tell my story with Minecraft and how it's affected me as a person and changed my life. I'm gonna have gameplay, and I wanted to be a content creator. I wanted to make YouTube videos as a kid. You know, I wanted to be that guy that I saw on YouTube that made really cool stuff and millions of people watched it. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. This is kind of different from those videos that I used to watch when I was younger. This is kind of more of a docu-style, honest, just talk and play. So just vanilla survival 1.21.4, nothing special. I've got a shader pack on, which is actually special. I've never played with a shader pack before. I'd never had a computer good enough for it, but I am just about out of high school, gonna go to college soon, and I got an upgrade. So when I first heard about Minecraft, I was probably 6-7 years old. You know, I found it on the App Store of my Android tablet. It was Minecraft Lite, and I played Minecraft Lite probably every day for 2 years straight. I pretty much didn't get off. You know, that was the version where there were like frozen lakes and stuff that you could just mine into, and it was whack. I went on creative on there, and I used to build giant mansions made out of colored wool with nothing but torches inside when I was younger, because it just felt like pure creativity, which changed over time. As I got older, that perspective completely changed. I didn't really see it for what it was as my life changed. I went to middle school and I made friends that also played Minecraft, and the whole thing was servers and SMPs where there was Skyblock and Sky Wars, Bed Wars, all of this quick dopamine rush stuff that was just meant for quick satisfaction. And I saw it as a way to bond with my friends, and I enjoyed it, right? It made me feel good. It made me feel good to play these games and like win online competitions. Like, with Bed Wars, I got really good at it, and it's a win or lose game, right? But it was quick 5-minute rounds, and it doesn't have the creativity that Minecraft kind of meant to have. So I got really into Minecraft videos when I was younger. I was watching DanTDM, Captain Sparkles, Jacksepticeye, all these OG Minecraft players who were uploading interesting content for kids. And I would just sit in bed on my tablet and watch these people play Minecraft because it was really interesting at the time. And I mean, that's pretty much my first memories of Minecraft, was Minecraft Lite and watching YouTubers play modded Minecraft. And it felt good to just kind of exist and consume that content. Over time, it went from, that new creativity to more serious gameplay. I started trying to learn how to create servers and play with friends. I had my dad port forward the router so that I could run a server off of my PC and have my friends join. And that made it feel a little bit more serious than it ever had before. We would play SMP, we would build stuff, get enchantments, And Netherite hadn't even came out yet. It was just like the ultimate goal was diamond armor, and that's what everybody was for. That was kind of the whole point, was, you know, getting diamond armor, building bases, and it was kind of competitive when I was just playing with friends, honestly. It wasn't super creative like the videos I would watch about Hermitcraft and other servers made by popular YouTubers like the Dream SMP, you know, where they would build stuff and it was just so friendly. I never really had much of that. I saw it more competitively because my mindset was different about it. It wasn't, you know, the endless creativity and mindset that Minecraft as a whole was supposed to invoke. It was just a way to get dopamine, I guess, you know. There wasn't really much more to it than that. And that was really shown by the way that I consumed the multiplayer aspect of Minecraft. I didn't really play a whole lot of single player for a really long time because of just how I felt about it in general. And for the most part, at that point, I was chasing distractions. Yeah, I was in middle school. You know, I didn't really have much going for me besides a really basic education. So I had nothing. I felt like I had nothing else to do. So I set goals for myself in my games. Like I would build bases, you know, gather gear and stuff, and try and compete with my friends. But honestly, over time, that really led to more burnout than anything. You know, I see people now talking about 2-week Minecraft phases as they're getting older, where they're getting back into it for a couple weeks just because it's interesting and creative. But back then, it was really just such a commitment for me. You know, I was playing all the time. Sometimes I was playing Minecraft with friends 8 hours a day because it was almost more of an addiction than anything. And I don't think that's exactly how Minecraft is meant to be played. I don't think it's supposed to be an addiction. I think that it should be, you know, exploration and creativity. And so that kind of made me feel regret for the way that I had enjoyed the game for the longest time. I felt regret for not choosing my personal life and progression and education and skills. On the other hand, I really enjoyed it. You know, it was a way for me to bond with my friends and have an outlet when I needed a distraction. But when it became that addiction that just wasn't healthy for me, I felt like I needed to put an end to it because it just wasn't doing good things for me. So I had, you know, a bit of a burnout from the game, and I finally decided that I should just completely stop playing, right? I completely stopped playing Minecraft for a while. Actually, I stopped playing for almost 2 years. I didn't touch it at all, like whatsoever. Because I'd finally made a decision that it wasn't good for me, and it was just causing more of an addiction than anything. And it was physically changing my brain chemistry, and it was making me feel competitive and pissed off. And it was making me feel unhappy just because I was playing mainly competitively, and I don't think that was a healthy way to go about it. I came back to explore the Caves and Cliffs update when it came out, and I played for a little bit, but not all too long actually. I probably played for just a couple weeks to see what the new updates were like, but I didn't feel a connection to it like I used to feel towards the game, because it just wasn't the same as when I had played it years before. You know, I tried to come back to it with more creativity and productivity. I went to play survival worlds and create stuff, but none of my friends were playing Minecraft anymore, and it honestly felt like more of a dread than anything, you know, because there was no community for me at that point. I never got back into that community. So I went through high school not touching video games really at all. I felt like it was a distraction to my life, and it was just something that I didn't need. And so now, you know, I've been playing for a few days. I started a hardcore world, and I played through that just a bit. And I'm still playing through it, actually. I've been spending 30 minutes a day on it while I'm juggling all of my classes. I feel a bit more calm about it and relaxed, because it feels like it's been so long that I've taken that break from playing like consistently and every single day, that I could get back into it and feel comfortable spending some time on it. And I really wish that I could talk to my younger self and explain, you know, how I should have gone about enjoying the game better. Because I had played so much multiplayer, and I had so much competition, and I really didn't just enjoy it how I should have been enjoying it. I feel a lot better about it now that I'm like juggling productivity and school, and I wish it had been different back then. I wish I could go back and tell myself that it should have been different, and that I should have gone about it differently. And honestly, I would tell others the same thing. I would say, if you're burnt out with life, just to take a second and relax and reflect. You know, I don't believe at all that playing video games are a bad thing. I think that they're a distraction, right? And since they're a distraction, I don't think that they should be used in excess. You know, I don't think that it's healthy to be spending 8 hours a day on video games, because then you're making it a part of your identity. And I had been making Minecraft a part of my identity for such a long time, that when I finally like was breaking away from it, it felt like that wasn't who I was, and I had to kind of rediscover what I wanted to do and accomplish as a person outside of Minecraft, because that was just my life for the longest time. I don't think that it's the game that's bad. You know, I think that it had a positive effect on me when I've been playing in a positive way, right? If I'm taking the time and energy to incorporate relaxation into my life, and that feeling of nostalgia, and, you know, being able to reflect on experiences that I've had before while having new ones, you know, I think that's positive and such a good thing to be experiencing. But I don't feel like it was good for me when I was younger, because of the way that I was consuming it and exposing myself to the video games constantly. And I think that it kind of did the same thing to the friends that I had around me. Although, to be completely honest, I played a lot more Minecraft than my friends did. They played a lot of other video games, not strictly Minecraft. And, you know, honestly, I was really addicted to Minecraft. And I did try to quit. I did quit playing completely for a couple of years. And I haven't been addicted to Minecraft since then, because it's been more of a creative outlet than a dopamine source. And, you know, it is it is a source of enjoyment, and I won't deny that in any way. Like, I enjoy Minecraft and I enjoy playing it, but it's not healthy if it's just being used as a distraction and a source of dopamine. And I think that Minecraft really is stellar compared to other games when it comes to creativity, because there's so much to choose from. You know, the limits of your imagination are infinite, and that's why we should be using it to its potential, and not in a negative light. You know, I'm happy to see, actually, with the recent release of the Minecraft movie, that a lot of people are getting back into it, but not as much in the competitive way. There's been a lot of people just playing survival for the creative aspect, and I'm really happy to see that, because I feel like that's the best way for me to be enjoying it too, and that's amazing. I love to see that. And I would like to create content. You know, I think it would be amazing to create content that people are watching and viewing and enjoying. And I always wanted to do that. I never really had the energy or the confidence for it. I thought that it would be a good idea today to share my perspective on it and how it influenced me. And if you have your own stories, you know, about how it influenced you, I would love to for that to be a topic of discussion. You know, so if you want to leave a comment, feel free. I'll probably make another couple of videos, actually, on similar things, and I don't expect this video to get a whole lot of views, because I've never made anything like this before, but hopefully somebody will like it. So that's the main gist of what I have to say and what I wanted to share. So I hope it reaches who it needs to. And whoever watched to the end, I hope you have an amazing day and a wonderful life. So that's about it.